What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the film room. Gonna have a quick little video for you guys today, just kind of breaking down and getting into the details of Dak Prescott's contract. It's definitely a very unique one, and is actually a 6-year deal that's kind of voided into a 4-year deal. The biggest thing between Dak and Jerry, I guess the biggest dispute that they had was that Dak was wanting at least, or at most, a 4-year deal, so that way he could test the market again after the 2024 season. You know, the salary cap's going to be skyrocketed by then. Bunch of new quarterback deals, so he wants to hit that again when he could maybe see some baseball level contracts for the quarterback market. What Jerry wanted was at least a 5-year deal, so that way they could spread out Dak's cap hit throughout those 5 years, and they actually managed to work out something that worked the best for both of them, and I'm going to be kind of breaking that down for you guys real quick here. So as I had mentioned, this is a 6-year deal with the base pay of the last 2 years, being the 2025 and 2026 season, actually being voided out. And what this allows you to do is spread out his signing bonus, that $66 million record signing bonus. That allows you to prorate it from the 2021 season up until the 2026 season. And then you can just throw in his base pay kind of in increments up until the 2024 season. So that way Dak's still getting his 4-year deal, if you will, because after his base pay runs up, then he is now allowed to test the open market as an unrestricted free agent. And as you'll see on this graph here, the Cowboys do just that in spreading out that base pay up until the 2024 season, and his signing bonus up until the 2025 season at $13.2 million. And so when you look at that, you look at first the base pay for 2021, you got the $9 million plus the $13.2 million signing bonus. That's going to be a $22.2 million cap hit. And that's the important thing to look at when we're really worrying about how we're going to construct our football team is, of course, the cap hit. It's important that this contract was a back-heavy contract with the cap increasing every year. We're hoping with this new TV deal, that's also going to shoot the cap up. Of course, that will. And with fans hopefully getting back in seats, the cap's going to increase with that as well, because this is kind of a cap-restricted year following a COVID-ridden season. So when people are freaking out about the $40 million a year number, well, yeah, that is technically the case when you look at it just as a 4-year, $160 million deal. But what's important is that cap hit. Having a $22.2 million cap hit this year is huge for us. Instead of putting him on that $37.7 million tag, we got $15 more million to spend, go get a guy in free agency, bulk up this defense. So getting this deal done now and making it a back-heavy contract was huge for us. And you look at 2022, you got that $33.2 million cap hit. And then 2023, that's when the number kind of jumps to that $44.2 million cap hit. So not for 2 years, you have Dak Prescott at less than $35 million a year going against your cap. And by the time in 2023, when we are seeing that $44.2 million mark being hit, think of where the quarterback market is going to be looking then. You're going to have guys like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, maybe even Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa by then. All hitting contracts that are likely going to be around that number once they do get paid. And even more quarterbacks, I'm sure, are going to be pushing that number. So it's definitely important to realize that a cap hit of $44.2 million may be somewhat comparable to this $22 or $33.2 million number because of where the salary cap will be once that TV deal comes in, once we get fans back in stands. The salary cap then isn't even going to be comparable to now. And then you look at the $47.2 million in 2024, that's just going to be a minor jump from that 2023 number. And I still think it will be very comparable to the 33.2 or 22.2, depending on how much that cap shoots up. But I'm thinking between now and then, it's going to skyrocket. And like I said, that is why it is so important that this is a back-heavy deal. We're always going to be able to build a team around Dak because of how this contract was structured in terms of where the cap is going to hit on each year. And then lastly, in that 2025 and 2026 year, we're going to pay out that final prorated signing bonus, the remaining 13.2 million. I'm assuming we'll just do this all in 2025, whether or not Dak is re-signed with us following the 2024 offseason when he is able to test the open market as an unrestricted free agent. But that 13.2 million against the cap, even if he's not there, is going to be like nothing at that point. Quarterback contracts are likely going to be to the moon in the 50, maybe even $60 million range at that point. We know how crazy it is with the quarterback market constantly shooting up. So yeah, I just really wanted to make sure you guys understood the details of this. Saw a lot of people still saying, "Oh my gosh, 40 million a year. How are we ever going to get talent around him?" Well, because there's ways to work around it. You can prorate the signing bonus, kind of flex the base pay around that too. So your cap hit kind of progressively increases and stays steady with the ever increasing salary cap. So I hope I was able to shed some light on this contract for you guys. It definitely is a very unique one. I think it was really smart by the front office to give him such a big signing bonus so they could prorate that throughout his contract while also spreading out that base pay. So the cap hit would kind of steadily increase with the salary cap itself. Like I said, really hope this was able to shed some light on it and make you guys realize that we got ourselves a great deal here with Dak Prescott and will be able to build a championship team around him. Appreciate you all for stopping by. Definitely, don't forget to like the video, click that subscribe button. So close to that 2,000 subscriber mark. Can't thank you guys enough for that. And also definitely comment below. Let me know what you think of this Dak Prescott contract. Once again, appreciate you all for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.